Dictation weightage. Listening 12 marks, writing 21 marks.
Successful applicants will work with a large team of researchers.
Successful applicants will work with large team of researchers. In the real exam, generally there are 3 questions from Write From Dictation. So every perfect answer that you give for dictation will give you what? 4 marks. Remember, 4 marks in listening, 7 marks additional in writing. So it is important for getting the listening score and much, much, much important for getting a great writing score, because 21 marks are coming from 3 questions into writing. Writing maximum score is 90 and 21 marks are coming from Write From Dictation.
Successful applicants will work with a large team of researchers.
Successful applicants will work with a large team of researchers. Successful applicants will work with large team of researchers. Successful applicants will work with large team of researchers. Successful applicants will work with maybe a large team of researchers. So this is something what I caught from the audio. I'll go for feedback. So 10 points on 10 points, but that means there are no incorrect words. It's looking like 100% correct answer. So repeating the sentence until you write it is important because it lets you remember the sentence. And also dividing the sentence into 3-4 parts, like successful applicants will work with a large team of researchers. Something like that. 2-3 words we have to split and remember. Something like that. So that's going to help us. So come next.
Students will focus on reporting news on changing media world.
Students will focus on reporting news on changing media world. Students will focus on reporting news on changing media world. Students will focus on reporting news on changing media world. Okay. Now, I'm confused between student and students, whether it was student or student, singular, plural. So if I have confusion, what I'll do? Simple thing. I'll write both. I'll write students. I'll write student. Will, if I have confusion between will and would, I'll write both. Focus on reporting news on changing. Maybe if I have confusion between changing and changes. Maybe so any number of extra words you can add happily if you suspect so. So it's good. We see the answer. Students. Will is come here. On. Focus on. Reporting news on changing. Media world is there. So Pearson PT happily ignores the words that are not related to the question. So as a test taker, as a student, if you have any confusion between 2 words like students versus student, what was it? Write both. If you have confusion between will and would, write both. Okay. So if you are confused between changing and changes, write both. So writing both is better. First question.
He dealt with the problem in a highly professional way.
He dealt with the problem in a highly professional way. He dealt with the problem in a highly professional way. He dealt with the problem in a highly professional way. He dealt with the problem in a highly professional way. And first letter capital, it is ideal to write first letter capital, or else also there will not be huge damage in the examination. There will be some 0.1, 0.2 marks damage if you don't start the sentence with capital letters. 0.1, 0.2, if you can forego, if you don't bother about it, write anything capital, small. I mean, you can write small letter. He dealt with the problem. I'm suspecting between problem and problems. Okay, because da is there, right? Da can lead to anything, right? So if there is a, this will be singular problems in a highly professional way. I'm thinking manner also. Let me submit them, please say. He dealt with the problem. I think problems extra I wrote, but PT did not penalize me. In the real exam also, it does not penalize you. Don't you worry. In a highly professional way. I wrote extra word manner because it was running in my head somehow. Maybe while I was talking, I got carried away or something. But it is okay to write extra words. So let me practice one more question.
They are now making plans to form their own separate group.
They're now making plans to form their own separate group. They're now making plans to form their own separate group. They are now making plans to, uh, they're now making uh, found, okay, I'm sorry, form their separate group. They're now making plans to, they are now making plans to form their separate group. They are now making plans. Maybe I've read a plan also to form their separate group. Okay. So this is cool, I believe. 9.1. Okay. I think own is missing in my answer. So when you miss a particular word, what happens? Once slightly the score comes down when you do not write. No, in our portal, you can see whatever the word you don't write, or if you write wrong spelling, it will be identified here. So the score is what? 9.5, 9.1 points against 10 points. On the scale of 10, my answer is 9.1. So you remember that way. It has nothing to do with score. These 10 points are not 10 marks in PT exam. It's a little complicated story. Okay, next one.
Please check that your surname has been correctly entered.
Please check that your surname has been correctly entered. Please check that your surname is correctly entered. Has been correctly entered. Okay. Please check that please check that your surname is correctly entered. Okay. So this is good. So if you wish to add, for example, as a student, you have problem always missing out a and the, at, some words you keep missing. What you can do, those words you can add at the end. So for example, you are a student who keeps forgetting the articles. You can write articles towards the end. Okay. So if these articles, any one of these words are missing in the sentence in between, they will act like, the supplement thing. So 10 on 10, what is it? Please check that your surname has been, okay, easy. I first thought is, right? I mean, sometimes these memory lapses keep happening, right? Has been correctly entered, A and the no penalty, 10 on 10. Okay. The dictation task works on a simple mechanism, that is input, output. So the input is the question. Typically in a question, there are 10 words. So this is input. You are hearing those 10 words from the headphone, right? And what is your output? What are you typing in the box's output? When the input and output words are matching, remember, sequence matching is not at all important in dictation. Sequence matching is not important. All dictation task requires, the answer, perfect answer requires is, for example, there are 10 words are there in the question are the same 10 words there in the answer are not, with some additions. It's okay with some additions. Some extra words you wrote, it's fine. The words are not in the sequence, it's fine. But what fundamentally PTL looks at is 10 words I'm giving you, are you giving me back 10 words? Order is not important. And in dictation, grammar has no role to play. Even if you write a broken sentence, you get the marks because it works on what input output mechanism. And some people also ask me, is there a necessity to write comma in between? Not necessary. There's no necessity. So, if possible, you start the sentence with capital letter. Wherever it is great, I mean, it is possible. You end the sentence with full stops. And they also have very, very, very fractional weightage. So, this is it from my side.
We employ an expert to advise on the new technology.
We employ an expert to advise on the new technology. We employ an expert. We employ expert to advise on the new technology. Right? Okay. So we employ an expert to advise on the new. I think this is weird spelling. Yeah, but it's not complete. So we employ an expert to advise on the new technology. So I'm little confused between employee or employed. I did not hear it properly. In the exam also, there is active problem certain times. What you can do is, if you have that problem, you're thinking between employ and employed. Okay, you can write what both. I have just copied this word to create another alternative word, right? An expert. Maybe I'm writing the also expert to advise. Advise, we have two things. So here I'm writing, I have C spelling, I have SE spelling. So both I'm gonna write receive. I'm writing both receive. Now one is with CE, the other one is with SE. So generally, this is something you can do in the dictation, but in formal ways in English rules. Advice, CE is noun. I gave you an advice. I am giving you an advice. This is something I'm giving you. It's a noun. I advise you to use extra words when you have confusion. I advise you. That means it's a verb. So when it's verb, it is what? S. It's verb, action, S. If it's a thing, C. Thing is C, action is S. In general, because this word is again used very frequently. That's why I'm throwing some light on it. It has no connection with dictation. In dictation, you don't use all that brains. What you will do if you have confusion between two words, you simply copy paste it and create the alternate word. That's it. That's something you do. And then new technology. Let me submit this. So I messed up with something. Let's see. Okay, see. This is something I think this is something messed up while I was typing. Okay. So this V, I think somewhere the copy pasting went wrong. I have not checked it. So that's why one mark less, because it messed up with the V word. Empty expert. Mm, to advise is that say advice to advise on the new technology, not a problem, right? This is where it messed up. So what it tells us, you have to verify the answer before you hit the next part. I did not, I was explaining, otherwise I will not be doing a lot of experiment on my answer. Next one.
Sociology has become a popular discipline among college students.
Sociology has become a popular discipline among college students. Sociology has become a popular discipline among college students. Discipline among college students. Okay, sociology has become a popular spelling is absolutely wrong. So it's a rough spelling. It's no problem. Popular discipline. Yeah, correct. Among college students. It's fine. So it's okay to not put full stop also. I don't want to impose these rules. Sociology has become a popular discipline among college students, let's say and for something like that, like, then the score is maximum we see. So there's no interpret word in this. So I would like to make you understand one thing. This 10 uh, points, if you get here, this 10 points are equivalent to 4 marks in listening and then 7 marks in writing. It is as per the official information provided by Pearson PTE Academic. It is no guesswork by any individual trainer. It is close to what? 4 marks. If it's perfect answer, you are getting 4 marks in listening, you're getting 7 marks in writing. So that's how it is. In our practice portal, there are hundreds of practice questions. And most of the questions are PTE exam style, right? And you get nice, proper feedback, everything. So if you are interested, what you can do, we have subscription plans, 1 week, 15 days, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. So anything you can choose and you can pay for that duration. There's a lot of flexibility. And also come with what we all the recording classes of mine, my exam experiences will be there in the videos, and we have the AI analysis, AI suggestions also for the tasks like summarize group discussion, essay, summarize written text, summarize spoken text, describe image, read a lecture, respond to a situation. These things we have assessment also when you write the answer, and it comes with 10 mock tests. Even if you take 1 week's package, you'll get 10 mock tests.